UBS E-mini futures 2000 tick chart, and we're using price action rules and market geometry to determine where to enter for high probability setups. So we started off this morning in this small trading range, small consolidation. You can see though, it's pretty clean. There's a lot of confirmations at the top, a lot at the bottom. So if you could have found an opportunity to sell up here or buy down here with like a good second entry long, make sure that you have something like this where there's like this short-term downtrend, break, push to new extreme. At this point, you know that all the bear pressure played out because that channel played out. So there's no bias for the bears left, and this is a multiple test area. If there was to be a good second entry long or higher low or double trap, something along those lines, and then a good signal bar confirming that setup, that would be a good opportunity to catch this swing up. But as you can see, we just had this bear bar and then a bull bar right after that triggered. You can enter this on a double bar entry, but there's nothing really here. It's kind of like a third entry long. Higher low would be above the EMA. So nothing formed here. And then I had this channel drawn originally, but as you can see, it just doesn't fit too well. Then we have overshoot. Now, when overshoot happens, you expect it to make a big correction, like a strong correction. But you can see after overshoot, we pulled back in, didn't even break out of the other side of the trading range or the trend channel line here, and then immediately pushed a new low. And then after creating a new low, we reversed. So I went ahead and deleted this wider channel and just started playing these short-term, smaller channels. This one has break a new low. Now we had new market structure moving up after about this swing, and I saw it make this nice push up. I drew another channel, and then after we broke out, I was looking for some kind of failed second entry short to test the new extreme for this channel, but unfortunately nothing formed for that either. So as of right now, the market's being kind of tricky today. You can it just feels off, like there's not really any bigger confirmed channels. You're kind of just following these short-term small ones that get breaking new extreme. Like the highest probability setups are either with the trend in a trend channel line, or they're like a setup to confirm pushing to a new extreme. And the bigger the channel before the break, the higher probability chance that it's going to work out in your favor if you go long to test new extreme. So just sitting on my hands. I don't want to argue with the market today. Like I said, it's kind of being tricky, so I have to abide by my rules, sit here patiently, and once my rules are all laid out right in front of me, that's when I'm like considering entering that trade. So let's see what happens. So after we create new extreme of a channel, we expect it to correct or reverse. And as you can see, it looks like we're starting to correct here. We may have some kind of smaller consolidation, something like this. We are breaking out, and we know that most breakouts fail. So if this continues to work higher, then we might have some kind of wider channel. And if that's the case, then the market structure will be a lot better, and we can start to look for some trades. But as of right now, just kind of letting the market do what it wants to do. There's no clear bias. Like when I look at this, there's nothing that like really sticks out to me that I kind of understand. So kind of just waiting. Let's see what this breakout does. If it pulls back into range, maybe I can get some kind of lower high or failed second entry long below EMA to pull us back into this range, catch the swing back down to this bottom. But I'm going to be watching closely. Considering we traded up into this trading range, there's a good chance that this breakout may succeed and we continue to work higher. So kind of just waiting. We may even pull back into this initial range, but you can see how far away we've pushed from it. Huge spike outside. Looks like we kind of came back and retested that support as resistance. So it looks like it might just be a new market structure altogether after this new high was created. Hopefully we get something though. All right, guys, I'm thinking we have some kind of uptrend, but nothing's really fitting. I tried a couple channels, but nothing looks right. You can see if we draw this one, we have overshoot, and there's a bunch of empty room here at the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and take my break. I'm going to come back in about an hour, and we'll see what this market wants to do. There might be some kind of wider uptrend, but nothing really fits too well right now. So I don't want to jump into anything prematurely, so I'm going to take my break and I'll get back to you guys when I get back. All right, guys, so I'm about $700 up on this trade. I came back from my break and this bar formed right here. It's like a little second entry long. We had this smaller uptrend drawn at the time. You can see this one here. And this nice second entry long bar formed on my second chart. So I have my primary chart, which is this one. And you can see it doesn't look good here at all. Like there's no setup, but the bias is still the same. I don't know why this is like that. But the bias is still the same, right? It's super bullish. And then you go to your second chart, which is if you go to data series, this box right here, break at end of day. If you unselect that, it'll give you the same directional bias of the market, but the bars will be different. So if you have like a really strong bias and you're looking for a setup, you can always take a trade off of the second chart. It might give you a better opportunity with your signal bar and all that. But I took this, and then every once in a while, I'll take a trade. Like my last, I think, 10 trades have all been winners. So every once in a while, I'll just take a trade and I'll put all 5 of the contracts that I enter with, and I'll just trail them like a stop. You know, I'll just go for a way bigger profit, keep my risk on the table, kind of just go for a swing trade every once in a while, bigger risk reward. So I've been in this trade for, let's see, I entered at around 11:30, and it's like 12:48. So I've been holding this trade for about an hour and a half, and it looks like we're $1,000 up now. So it's good too. It really trains your mental to be able to enter a trade and then watch price action form without an unbiased opinion like you do before a trade, right? Like you watch your entry criteria, you're super in tuned with what the market's doing, and then like often traders will enter a trade, and while that trade is active, they're still in the trade, they'll get locked into their bias, right? And they'll start seeing the price action more bullish than it actually is. So this is a good technique to train yourself to be in a trade for a long period of time and look at the bias without a biased opinion, you know, like just hold the trade. It's nice too. It helps with risk management because like you can see multiple times, like I was up in profit and then it would come back down, and then it went up and then it would come back down. Like holding a trade for longer allows you to kind of get used to holding trades and not get emotional, you know. Like I'm completely unemotional right now. Like if this market wants to rally up and hit whatever target, you know, I'm going to trail it here soon. I might end up taking this profits here. Let's actually, well, I don't know, because it's a bull day. So I'm going to continue to hold this trade, and we'll just see where it goes. I'm going for a big target profit here. We're 1,000 up right now, so I'm just going to continue to hold this trade. Leave my risk on the table, you know, whatever it wants to do. The further we get this direction, the more my stop loss is below this bottom trend line. So pretty good trade. I'm going to continue to hold it, and we'll see what happens. All right, guys, I'm holding this trade for quite a while. I'm thinking about taking my profits up here around this area if it doesn't just spike through. It's getting pretty late, and I've been in this trade for quite a while, so I'm going to start to look for an opportunity to get out. Hopefully we continue to just push higher though. Once we get like a bear bar, I might consider something. But I kind of want to see us break through this support again, or this resistance, and spike up. We are in an overall uptrend, as you can see. Like the bias is definitely bullish. So holding this trade, we should work higher. And I'm okay with this risk, you know. So I've already locked in, like this money's already out of my account. So whatever is gonna happen here, it's kind of, you know, up to chance. Definitely want it to be profit, but we'll see what happens. I've been watching the main chart as well. As you can see, there's a nice second entry long here, kind of off of this bottom key entry point. So if we get some kind of higher low here, that'll just add more confluence to my trade. And I'm already in way down here, so it'll be good either way. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and put my stop here. And if it ends up hitting it, it's all right. I'm going to lock in a couple, like $800 of profit. If it continues higher, then I'll make more money. And then after this, I'm going to start trailing behind every bar if it continues to work higher. But I'm going to kind of leave it up to fate here. Alright guys, I went ahead and took my trade off at 17 ticks with all 5 contracts, so I locked in about $1,000. I held that trade for like 2 hours though, and I definitely would not consider doing that. That's not what our strategy really consists of. But like I said, my last 9 or 10 trades have been winning trades, so I have built quite a big buffer, and sometimes I like to just enter a trade and just hold it and see where it can go and just watch price action form. I'm pretty confident this breakout here of this small trading range is going to fail like it did here. And the market's about to close. It's 1:30. So I just went ahead and took my profits off the table. Normally I wouldn't be in these kinds of trades for that long, but I was in there for a while. I was risking 9 ticks, just held it, and you can see it just never came back and stopped me out. And I was really hoping we could get up here, stronger push, but we just ended up consolidating. Could have taken my profits sooner here, but it's good. It's good a mental exercise to just hold those trades for a long time and just hold it. Get comfortable with those emotions in trading, and it'll make you a better trader. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up today. Overall, pretty good price action. Just consolidated here, broke out of the bottom of this channel, got break, new extreme, and then we just started this nice uptrend. So a few good opportunities. If you had this channel drawn before, you can enter here. It's a little bit risky, but it's a pretty decent trade. You can see it's kind of like it's a third entry long, but it's like a higher low confirming this second entry long off of this key entry point if you have it drawn at that point, but you probably don't, just because we get this swing and then we widen here. So decent there. That's really all I can see for the day. I definitely like this one. It's a second entry long. This uptrend needs a new high. It's definitely bullish. We have a short-term downtrend working lower here. Oh, wrong one. Right here, break out of that channel, technical new low, all bear pressure played out, and we got a nice spike. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please go ahead and give it a like. It helps me out a lot. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and feel free to subscribe. I'm going to be uploading a video every weekday, my live charting sessions. And thank you guys. Good luck with your trading.